Hi guys, I am Wanjiru Muroki and welcome to Koki.
Karibu sana to this space. Welcome to Koki. Tell us, who is Wanjiru Muroki?
Okay. Wanjiru Muroki is a teacher by profession. I am also a teenage and women rights advocate. And more so, I advocate about teenage pregnancies. I have been doing it for a while, and I have shared my story on social media platforms.
Yeah, we have seen you advocate for teenage pregnancies. Why do you advocate for them?
Because I have been there and I know the challenges that teenagers face. Yes, I told you I have shared my story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. At what age did you get pregnant?
I got pregnant at the age of 17 years.
Yeah.
I had just cleared high school. Then I felt like what I got is not what I wanted. So I decided to go and resit again. So I went back to school when I was pregnant.
You went to resit the exam?
Yes, when I was pregnant.
When you were pregnant?
Yes.
What did your parents say, or what were you thinking, or why did you explain to us? How was it?
It was not easy even to accept that I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
By virtue that I had prepared myself to go back to school to resit my exam to get better grades.
Yeah.
So I was in a state of confusion because I didn't know what to do or who to talk to because I was scared.
Yeah.
I can't go and tell my mom that I'm pregnant, and they had just paid school fees for me to go and resit the exam. So I didn't have anybody to talk to, and I kept it. I hid it from everybody until I was 7 months pregnant. Nobody knew that I was pregnant.
You went to school when you were pregnant and no one noticed, even
as fate has it, I was very lucky. That time when I was going to join, the doctors and the nurses were on strike.
So there was no test.
Apparently, I didn't do a test.
Wow.
Yes, so the way you find the doctors, they're on strike, and they tell you, actually the doctor stamped for me. He just asked me, when was the last time you had your period? And I told him. So he stamped for me, and I was like, this is God's doing.
You didn't even tell the doctor?
I didn't tell him. How would I have told him? Then he will go and tell. I come from a town or a place where people know each other.
Yeah.
So if one person knows that you're pregnant,
the whole
in
town.
a span of a day, everybody else will know that you're pregnant. And I was scared because I didn't know how my parents are going to take it.
Yeah.
I hid it from everybody else. Until now, we closed school in August, and I couldn't go back to school because it was
not showing.
Yes. So when I went home this time round, my mom looked at me and asked me, "What's wrong with you? You very light, and you have a lot of veins on your hands," and my legs were swelling then. I didn't even tell you I'd never gone for clinic.
For the 7 months
yes.
you were in school?
Yes, so I never went for any clinic. So now she asks me what's wrong, and I'm like, nothing. And then she finds me in the kitchen eating onions. You see the way you cut the onions and you fry them. Then I was removing the onions from the pot, and I want to eat them. And she's like, why are you eating onions? And she told me, come closer. She touched my stomach and she asked me, are you pregnant? And I was like, no, I'm not pregnant.
You even had the guts to deny when you were 7 months.
And I even told her, we can go right now to hospital and get a test.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, we go. Before we go, a typical Kikuyu mother.
Toby.
No, she didn't tell me to. I had some slaps. Then I started talking. Yes, I had some slaps. Now I had to say the truth.
You had to say the truth.
Yes, you can't joke with your mother. She's not anybody else. So eventually I told her I was pregnant, and
Yeah.
she asked me, why have you kept
Not
quiet
said all this
So I told
while.
her, I didn't have anybody to tell, but I'm your mother, irrespective. I need to know. So she told me, okay, you pregnant, and you're not even 1, 2 months or 3 months pregnant. So you should take responsibility of your actions and choices, because you choose to do it.
Yeah.
So you take responsibility, which was tough. I call it tough love,
Yeah.
because she told me outright, there's nothing that I can do to help
Yeah.
you. The only thing I can do is help you go for the antenatal clinic.
Yeah.
But after that, you give birth to your baby and you can continue with your education.
Yeah.
And so now my dad found out a month later.
How was it? Your mother even kept it from your dad?
My dad was not, you know, the typical African man. We went to school together with you.
Yeah. You had not said.
Yes, I remind you about River Between. You remember Joshua disowning the daughter. So that was my worry. So I was worried because my dad was very strict and staunch. So I knew it's any time and he's going to throw me out. So my mom told me, because you're the one who's pregnant, you're the one who's supposed to tell him.
Wow.
So I took time because I was looking for somebody to talk to him. I couldn't do it
you
directly.
could, yeah.
So every time he came home at night, I would run away and go to the bedroom. And he would ask, because naturally I'm very talkative.
Yeah.
So he would ask, what happens with you these days? When I come, you just run away. So
Then you were wearing baggy clothes, I can imagine.
yes, I had this one trench coat that
You used to wear even at night?
at night. Every time I was like, I'm feeling cold, but it was not a cold.
Yeah.
So eventually I went to our pastor and I told him,
I thought you'd tell me the local area chief.
no, the easiest person to tell was the pastor. So I went to our church vicar and I shared him. So
How was it?
now I'll come to that.
I can imagine.
It was not easy even sharing with him.
Were you a church girl?
Yes,
Pale mbele.
I was this church girl, so it was not easy. So I told him and he told me, okay, it's okay, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
So
Was he disappointed?
yes, he was disappointed. Then he told me, okay, I will help you, I will talk to your dad.
The story is getting interesting. My guest today is Wanjiru Muroki, and we are talking about teenage pregnancies. Do not touch the dial, subscribe.
My vicar
Yeah.
helped me and talked to my dad. And I would say he was really, really disappointed. Being the firstborn,
Yeah.
and I would say all his hope was on
you.
me. But eventually, after a day or two, he accepted and he called me and he talked to me. And up to
Face
date,
to face?
yes, face to face.
Yeah.
Up to date, I still remember his words. He told me, "You are not the first one
Yeah.
to make a mistake, and
Yeah.
you're not the first one to become pregnant.
Yeah.
We've seen many, and it's up to you to rectify your mistakes. You have a chance.
Yeah.
I am going to give you a chance to rectify your mistake."
Yeah.
And I took it very, very positively, because this was some very, very tough love,
Yeah.
both from my mom and from my dad. So
Let me cut you short first.
Yes.
At one given time, did you just sit and cry and think, I have done something so bad? Ulijirudia? Like,
yes,
I'm in
especially
school.
you know, when people join college or
Yeah.
university in
Yeah.
September
Yeah.
or May, so I saw my friends going to university and they looked at myself and I'm like, look at myself at the age of 17, heavily pregnant. I don't know what the future holds for me.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I will start. I am just in a state of confusion. I cried. I would sit down and cry and ask myself, what will become of me in future? What will become of my kid in future? This is, it was not even the right time to become pregnant.
Yeah.
You're a kid yourself because you're not even an adult. You've brought another kid. I had my own idea of how I would want to bring up my kid,
Yeah.
the life that I would want to give him. but not at this particular time because I was still relying on my
parents.
But eventually, with time, I learned how to accept each step that I was walking through that particular time.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is September. I've not even started for the exams that I went to receipt. My EDD was on November 14th. And November 14th was in the middle of the exam
period.
Yes. But every time I keep saying that God loves me. And He indeed loves me. You know, I gave birth on 31st October before the exams started.
Wow.
So
2 weeks before your EDD.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't miss any single exam. So I remember I was in hospital on 31st and I left the same day. I was admitted midnight of 30th. I gave birth at 5 a.m. in the morning. And I left the same day. You know, my mother says I am crazy because the doctor was going round and I told the doctor I want to go home.
Yeah.
And he told me
it was
no.
normal. It was a normal.
Yes, it was a normal,
yeah.
but he was scared because I was very young. Yeah. So the doctor asked me, why do you want to go home? I told him I don't feel comfortable here. I don't even have my books. I have an exam to think of. So the doctor called my mom and told her, you're going to sign some papers that the hospital is not going to be accountable in case anything happens.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's okay. I want to go home because I have exams. Because in 2 days' time, I was having a biology practical.
Crazy.
Yes. So eventually, I did all my exams. I didn't miss an exam, and I passed when I went to college.
That is, you're a strong woman. Now, how did the students take it? I'm assuming a few of them knew you were pregnant.
Yes.
So when you went back, you were ready to receipt. You were not boarding anymore because you've given birth. They knew the story. How did they take it?
Of course, you know, some of them will look at you like you're that sinner who has killed. You look like a murderer.
Oh my God.
Then there are those who want to be close to you so that they can get information. Then they're the real ones who are happy for you because you're done with this challenge and they want you to progress together because you know you're like in some discussion group.
Yeah.
So you used to study with them. So I had like 3 groups, but the ones that I associated with were now my friends who we used to study with. Because those ones we were helping each other.
Yeah.
We used to discuss together. Yes.
You didn't tell us, when did you finish high school?
So now the receipting is I sat for my exam for the second time in 2012.
In 2012.
Yes.
So we are assuming your baby is a big boy now.
Oh my, yes.
Handsome
He's now
one.
turning 8 years in a month's time.
In a month's time, actually.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The fact that you even had the guts to go back to school.
It's a risk.
I don't even know what to say.
Even when I was starting it, you know, you have a conversation with God and tell Him, yes, God, I know I have made a mistake, but I am ready to rectify it, and I will do anything to rectify it. Just guide my steps. Like, I don't have anything else to do. Just guide my steps and help me. That's what I was telling God that particular time.
All this while, there's something we have not mentioned or talked about: the man.
So my baby daddy was our youth chairman. And
wait.
Yes. So all along, even when I'm going to the pastor, I knew I had a challenge ahead of me.
And did it? Oh my God! Did you tell the vicar?
Yes, I had to tell him because he asked me, and of course he summoned him and they talked. You know, I always tell my friends, the world is a very big place.
Yeah.
And if things don't work out, it's okay to walk away and life continues.
Yeah.
We don't talk, and it has been like 4 years now down the line. We don't talk. I don't know what he does and he doesn't know what I do. We closed that chapter.
Yeah.
For the sake of my sanity and for my son's sanity, we closed that chapter for our own good. I wouldn't want my son to go through the on and off.
Yeah.
I wanted a present father for him. And since it could not work out, we decided to close the chapter. For him, I don't know whether he really closed it completely, but on my side, I closed it. And
without any ill intentions, without...
by the way, I have healed. I told you I shared my story on social media platforms, and it went viral.
Yeah,
it was shared on very many platforms. And this showed I had healed, because it has taken me 7 good years to heal and to share my story. I'm healed. Like, even when I stand and talk about teenage pregnancies, I talk about teenage pregnancy without any fear, without any doubt, and without any hard feelings. Yes, because then I didn't have anybody who told me. I gave birth when I was a teenager. Nobody talked to me. But today, I feel I have the voice to do it. Because
you've gone through
I've gone through it, and we have very many channels where I can talk about it, and it can reach very many teenagers who are going through it. Not even those who are in it now.
Those who are thinking of
doing it are the ones I want to talk to, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Yes. My main issue, or the thing that helped me most, is because I had very, very supportive parents. Not all parents are supportive. And everybody has known me to be, I don't want to say hard-headed, but I am very outgoing and confident, and I am a risk taker. Not everybody has my character. Not everybody will go out there and take in what the society gives. Because we didn't even talk about what the society gives.
We are going to come there.
So not everybody can take what the society gives you. Yes.
Question: how did he take it when you found out you're pregnant, you're expecting a child? How did he take it?
At first he was shocked, because you see, I was an underage. Then he accepted it, and my parents talked to him, and they told him, we don't want to go through the court sessions and everything. We're okay, and we're going to take care of our grandson. Yes, so that was it. That was a deal from my parents.
So there was no back and forth.
There's no back and forth.
You were providing.
No.
I want diapers.
No.
Yes, that's nice. So now, what are the challenges that you faced when you are undergoing the pregnancy throughout the 9 months? Are they 9 or 10? Because people say it is 10 because of the 40 weeks.
Of the 40 weeks.
Yes.
I would say they are 9 months. I was in school, remember? The feeding and the everything. I keep saying mine was a miracle baby. I was scared, It was I've never, even my aunts would become pregnant. We were not even close to them. You see, they were married and they were not even living with us. So I had a lot of mixed feelings, and there are things that we were not able to discuss with my mom about the entire process of giving birth and everything. She was still in a state of confusion. She had not yet accepted that I was pregnant. And also, your mom is a blessing. Your parents are a blessing, because I'm trying to imagine your parents ako kwa chama, kila mtu, and maybe you are that girl that when you step out, everyone is like, ndio ule Wanjiru, atakuwa professor, atakuwa daktari, and now you've gotten, I mean, you God just bless your parents. So the challenges, tell us the ones that you mentioned. So the challenges were, now I was in school. So remember I told you that my first antenatal clinic, I went when I was, I think, 7.5 months. I was just going for them, because I didn't have an option. Now we've gotten to that point where my parents know, so now I'm comfortable now that they know. So I just went for them. Anything that happens, the way that you're going to the doctor's room and you're there waiting. You're waiting for him to give you any news, good or bad. I will take them the way they come. The doctor requested to do a scan, and I told him I don't want. He asked me why, and I told him I'm not ready. You don't want even to know the gender of the baby? I told him no, I'm ready for anything that comes, because I had mixed feelings. I didn't know what was ahead of me, and so it was very, very challenging for me.
The society.
The society was my greatest challenge. So I had very, very many things from everybody. And the one that was most challenging was from close family members, close relatives, and people who are close to you.
Your friends?
The people who are supposed to bring you back home, your friends. You know, some of my friends, their moms, what did their moms tell them? That don't be friends with her again. She's now a mother. She's
bad influence.
She's now bad influence, and you're not in the same group now. She's given birth. Now she's a mother. Let her look for mothers. Your girls. So you can imagine hearing some of those things from people who are supposed to encourage you. I would say I was able to overcome the challenges positively.
Hakuna yenye ilikuwe down. Is there any one thing that you had out there and you are like, okay, no, me I can't?
You know, now that was a challenge that I kept asking my mom. Is it a crime really to get pregnant, that people are taking it like to kill somebody? My mom told me, what you should do is now close your ears, because you've not even yet heard. You're going to hear more and more. And what helped me is when I went to college, because I had to leave my son when he was 6 months. Now I decided to go to a different place where nobody knows me and nobody knows about anything to do with my family. So I'm new here. I've started a new life, like completely. So that is what helped me, because now it was like hiding myself in another place,
another new environment.
So when I went there, when I went to college, when people were introducing themselves in class, there were like 3 ladies who said they had kids, and I was like, hey, I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one.
And where was I shocked? That when I come to school, I can't even tell anybody I'm a mom. When they finished introducing themselves, when it was my chance, I introduced myself and I said I'm a mom.
You're a mom.
Now from that day, every other introduction that I do, I must mention that I'm a mother. I said now I will carry the title of motherhood
proudly,
and I have done it. That is what helped me. Because I think you see, when you're in a village setup, you only know that your mother is the only one who cooks good food. But when you travel, you meet people who have gone through too much, and then you're like, kumbe mine is
just a kidogo.
It's just like water running from the tap, not even from the river, just from the tap. So it's something very small.
What are you doing now in the society in regards to teenage pregnancy? Like the crisis, the young girls who think a lot of people have gone through it, I can now go through it. What are you doing?
I would say I'm now using social media to enlighten people, especially teenagers who I don't want to say who are about to do it, but who have higher chances of doing it, especially now with the COVID-19, and they're at home, they're very idle. So I'm using different channels to talk to them, because it may sound easy in such an interview, but it's not easy. There are very many challenges that we didn't talk about. The challenges are there, and we are living in very harsh times economically. So you don't want to bring up a kid that you can't be able to raise. And more to that, there are very many other challenges, because you can get pregnant and abort, then get some challenges. Then we have diseases now. We have HIV/AIDS, we have STIs. There are very many things that
depression. People even go through depression. Because unlike you, not everyone is okay with the father not being there. Others are like, oh, we made the baby and now you just walked away. You can go through depression. Others, suicidal thoughts.
It's not easy. So I'm talking to them. Like, don't do it. The consequences are too big and too dire for you. There are very many things that come with it. It's not an easy thing. because you've not done it, don't do it.
Don't
Try
do
your
it.
level best.
Yeah,
Just
not to.
you remember we were taught when we were in high school about abstaining and such.
Yeah.
I would not tell them to use condoms or contraceptives.
People
they are not for them.
To abstain. They're not for them.
They are not for them.
Because
contraceptives are not for them.
yeah,
Condoms are not for them.
Yeah.
You can do without it because you've not started. And now I'm also talking about now the teenage moms.
Yeah.
Because
who have undergone the same thing.
Yes.
Who maybe dropped out of school.
Yes, those ones are also having challenges.
Yeah.
Because they are wondering who is going to talk to us, who is going to encourage us. I am trying my level best, and I am doing a proposal now about reaching them in the grassroots.
Yeah.
Because social media doesn't reach to everybody.
Yeah, not everyone has access to social media.
So I'm trying to work with some of the leaders.
Yeah.
When I'm done with my proposal, I will share it because I want to go now to the ground and talk to them one-on-one.
You'll still come here and talk about it?
Yes, I will still come back. If Koki invites me, I am ready.
We are definitely
I will come back.
going to invite you, and you're welcome here.
Thank you.
So we've had the story, and you're a true inspiration. You're a force to reckon with, by the way. And I'm inspired. Like, people should be inspired. Now I want you to tell people where to find you. If maybe there's a principal or someone who wants you to talk to the girls. There are those schools lazima waambiwe na mtu amepitia ndio washike ndio wasikie. I want you to tell the people where they're going to reach you at, get you at. If there's someone going through a dilemma, I'm sure you're in a position to help, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to just tell them where they're going to get you.
You can reach out to me on my Facebook account. It's public, Wanjiru Muroki, and I also have a blog by the same name, Wanjiru Muroki, and my number is 0724 023 264. 0724 023 264. You can reach me on WhatsApp or you can call me. I will get back to you.
So we are done. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation to come to this space. You are an inspiration to many. The people who know your story, you are an inspiration, and the ones that are going to hear about it, I know they are going to get inspired. Keep doing you, keep shining. We are behind you. We are rooting for you. And thank you for your continued support. Stay tuned for more. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share.